Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with
Javier.
And what are you going to be profiling for us today?
This is gonna be agents over here for more like a pure build more than anything.
Alright, sweet. Let's go ahead and see what you have.
Alright, so what I'm gonna be starting off is with 3 copies of Agent of like Neptune. So he has an effect where you can discard it so you can bring an agent monster from your hand or graveyard to field. And if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can bring out any Hyperion monster instead. So that way you can bring out like your Master, your Majesty, or your Massifier if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field. And you can bring out stuff like agent-wise, like Venus for Shine Balls and all that, so you can start comboing off.
Alright.
Alright, next I'm going to be running is 3 copies of Agent of Mystery Earth. It's like the big normal summon of this deck where you can just search for an agent monster when it's normal summon, and if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you get a Master Hyperion. He's like one of the best normal summonable tuners for this deck.
And most of these agents, they benefit from having Sanctuary on field, right?
For the most part they do. It's just some don't really care if it's on the field. It's just like some of the other cards that are like generic that help out.
I gotcha.
And then we're going to be running 2 copies of Venus. Literally just pay 500 for Shine Ball. Not once per turn.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I've seen people use that in Tinyi. I personally run it in Tinyi.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can bring out, like, normal monsters, so pretty much none effects. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
And it's so reloadable once you get, like, the mystical Shine Ball spec, because we have another card that's in there that, like, reloads them back up once they leave the field. But, yeah, but next up is just going to be 3 Shine Balls.
All right.
Venus that plays. And then, after the next we're going to be playing is just 2 Uranuses, where it's special summoning condition, where is that if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can just bring it for free, which is not once per turn.
Oh, wow.
And then he has a soft once per turn where you can Foolish an agent from deck to grave, and he becomes whatever level it is. So say if you need the banishment for, say if you need to send like a Neptune to make it a level 1 turner, you can do it, and then like you can banish this guy to add like a Sanctuary in the Sky from deck to hand if it gets banished like on the Neptune. And like he's so versatile, like you can send an Earth to become a level 2 and then like get one of your Hyperions out, make a level 10.
Alright.
And he's like very versatile with like different level modulations. And the next are gonna be like one-ups like for agents. There's like 1 Master Hyperions for like to special summon it out for like a level 8. But he gets to bring out by like banishing an agent, and he has like a banish a fairy to pop a card. If Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can do it 2 times.
I gotcha.
And it's really good because you can just like get really spot removal. One of the synchros can copy the effects, so you can just use it multiple times. And then I got 1 Majesty Hyperion where he can be brought out from either hand or grave by banishing an agent. And he has like a DD Curl effect where you can just like banish a fairy to banish a card in your opponent's graveyard.
I gotcha. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's like really good. So that way, like if you're trying to get rid of like your opponent's banish stuff, and it's really good. And then I just run the 1 Destruction Venus where you can pay multiples of 500 for each Shine Ball that's either banished or in your graveyard, and you get to bring them back. And then if the Shine Balls leave the field, they go back into the deck. So you can recycle. So if you already have used up your Shine Balls and say your Venus is still in the field and you reload your Shine Balls, you can just still keep going and make more rank level, link, or rank 2 plays and all that kind of stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's like... And then I'm going to be running 2 Protecting Spirit Logos. So this has a great summoning condition where like if a fairy monster is activated, you can just bring it out for free. And has like another effect where you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, and then 1 monster you control. You can banish your opponent's monster and like switch your monster in defense, like so you can just like get really great spot removal, especially by banishing stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be running the Bestials, 2 Magnamut and 2 Druid Swarms. I mean, like really good DD Crows, especially since you're like running like Lights and Darks are always live in your deck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's always very good, especially when you're trying to combo them off with like Neptune and you know they're gonna be running Bestials. You get a guarantee search, especially when you do that.
I love the Bestial cards. I hate when they're using hint speed, but I like running them.
It's really good, and the really good funny lockdown card is the 1 Archlord Christia.
Oh wow. Yeah, definitely a good lockdown card.
Yeah, I mean, like, you just stop your special summoning in general. It does hurt you, but it's still worth it, especially when you're trying to, like, on your first turn board, just locking them out. It's really good. And then the other stuff that I got is just the 2 DD Crows.
I gotcha.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And then that's it for monster wise. Spell wise, I'm gonna be doing 3 Sacred Waters in the Sky, which lets you search either a monster that specifies Sanctuary in the Sky or lets you activate Sanctuary in the Sky directly from deck to field. So that way, if you need a Sanctuary in the Sky, this will let you cover it. And if Sanctuary in the Sky is on a field, you gain 500 life points for each agent and Hyperion monster. Especially,
Alright.
really helps out with when you're trying to go for game or time happens. Sanctuary in the Sky is on your field. Even if you got 1, gain 500. Good game.
Yeah.
And he has like another effect which doesn't get used much, where if a Sanctuary in the Sky, a monster with Sanctuary in the Sky would be killed by battle, you can just banish it instead.
Alright.
And then I just played 2 the Chorus in the Sky, where you pay 1,000 life points and target a fairy monster in your graveyard. You get to add that to your hand, and if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, you can add one of your banished cards that mention Sanctuary in the Sky from your banished zone to hand. So that way you get like really good recovery from, like, say if you already have your banished Neptune already and you haven't used its discard effect yet, you can just add that back and then bring back another agent monster.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to be playing 2 Sanctuary in the Skies. It's like the name of the field spell for everything.
Yeah.
Really gets your combos going for more than it, just so like you have like benefit effects. And then I'm just playing 2 Celestial Transformations. It just helps out like bringing out your fairies for free, especially since it's not once per turn. And like just helps you unbreak your hands, especially if you don't have like your Venus or your Neptunes or your Earths already in hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be playing 2 triple T's for those hand effects during main phase.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then 2 droplets to like start negating stuff on your opponent's field. Just really helps. And then the 1 Call by the Grave, just for like negating stuff in the graveyard effects or anything like that.
Alright.
And then and we're gonna go to traps now. This is the 1 Solemn Judgment. Just know the card. I just love saying know the card every time I flip that over. And then 1 Divine Punishment, since it's like a great Omni Negate. The only downside is that Sanctuary in the Sky has to be on the field. If Sanctuary in the Sky is not on the field, it's just worthless at that point.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. And then finally, just 3 hand traps Inferno.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I still think that's one of the best hand traps this format.
I mean,
besides Diddy Crow.
I mean, a literal hand trap just does everything. And then extra deck, I'm just gonna be running 1 Cupid Pitch.
Alright, yeah.
So it lets you when you bring it out, you can increase this card's monster level by however much it was. So it's like if you use an Earth, it increases it from like a 4 to a 6, and so that way if you already have 2 Shine Balls, you can already make a Baron to 4.
Oh wow, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And if it's like what was it? What's the effect again? If it's like sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you get to burn your opponent equal to the new synchro monster's level times 100, which is like great for burn damage. And you can add a level 8 or lower monster with like 600 less defense, so that way if you already make like a burn to floor, you can search for a Neptune, since it has 600 defense, and it's just like helps you going with your combos really well.
I gotcha.
And then the next card I'm running is like the Ravenous Croc, just for like great draw power, especially since Uranus is on the field and you have like 2 Shine Balls already. That's like already a level 9 synchro. You get to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
And I don't use the other effect where it's like the quick effect, discard 2 to pop something, because I don't have enough cards at the time when that happens.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yep. And then I got the 1 Baron to 4, one of the Great Boss Monsters, and then
That card needs a reprint.
At least it is, though, when that new support in that Gate Guardians.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I'm going to be using the 1 Master Flare Hyperion, where you can either stitch a agent from your hand, your deck, or extra deck, or a monster that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky from your hand deck or extra deck to copy the effect. So that way, if you want to use like Venus after they got impermed or whatever, you can just like bring it out again and then just keep using the shine balls, bringing them out.
All right.
And he has another effect where if a card effect is activated, you can just banish a fairy, banish a card they control on the field.
That's actually really powerful.
He's like a great boss monster for it. I just run the one Garura for like the ultimate Slayer target for fusions. Just get rid of it from the extra deck, spit something out, draw a card.
All right.
And then I played the Ninja Mosquito just because shine balls can be made with it.
And that card is actually really annoying. That's actually one of the cards you used against me earlier. And wow.
Yeah, because I mean, as like, even in the comeback situation, it just helps out really much. Like, spit the counter, keep smacking with other things, and then keep burning you with the highest attack one that they got.
Oh, that's so powerful.
Alright, and then I just run the Mannequin Cat because, again, shine balls can make it, and then you can just bring something that's like either a light or a dark, so that way you can get like a Bestial or your agent monsters, just so you can keep going.
All right.
And then I just, going on to the links, I'm going for like IP Masquerena, for that quick linking on their opponent's turn. The Moon, where you can like Foolish and Sanctuary in the Sky, or any card that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky, Monster Spell or Trap. And then she has like another effect where she can tribute a fairy to pop a card in the field, meaning herself as well.
I gotcha.
And then I run the one Dark for that Dark revival or anything, just to link climb.
Yeah.
And then I also do the Lina as well. Same thing for light side, but also for like shine ball, so that way you can link climb. So one of the link monsters, Appaloosa, can get more material for 800 attack.
Oh yeah.
And then I run the one Unicorn for that spitting removal. The one Celestial Nutler Parshath, which can be like discarding anything to like add a Sanctuary in the Sky, a card that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky, whether it's Monster Spell or Trap. And if Sanctuary in the Sky is on a field, you can search a fairy, so that way you can search that Christia. And
All right.
and then has another effect that if a fairy just leaves the field, you can banish a fairy from your graveyard to bring out whatever fairy monster that is level higher. So that way, if you already search your Christia, just get rid of something that's a fairy. Activate effect, bring it up Christia.
Oh wow.
Lock out their special summoning entirely. And then I got the Appaloosa, really good monster effect negate.
Yeah.
And then finally the Avermax.
Oh, that Avermax.
I like this one personally more better than Axis Code Talker more than anything, just because Avermax actually has protection, unlike Axis Code Talker.
Yeah, access code is good for ending games. However, if you want to be able to sit on your board and really frustrate your opponent, Avermax is the way to go.
Yeah, I really like the grind game. That's what I like more than anything.
I gotcha. Alright, so that's it for the deck profile. Are there any cards that you would change?
Actually two. There's one card I'm really missing a lot, and that is Judgment and Call by the Grave. If I did have to change it out for, it would be Transmodify, because if your 8 Earth can or will be negated, because a lot of people are running Imperm, Transmodify just switches that guy out for a Venus, and you can still combo off.
I gotcha.
Same thing with like your Mystical Shine Ball, since it's a light fairy, and you will be sometimes get drawing it since it's a 3 of. Just normal summon the fairy Shine Ball, Transmodify, Venus, keep going.
I gotcha. Alright, so that's gonna be about it. Do you have any shout outs?
Right now I'm starting a YouTube channel, youtube.com/mighty-8. I'm just like trying to build it up one step at a time. So far I only got like 2 videos up. I'm trying to do more like videos like Goat, Edison, hopefully in the modern format.
I gotcha. Alright, so that being said, that's going to be about it for the video, guys. Be sure to leave a like, comment down what you guys think of the deck profile, and be sure to check out my Twitter down in the description where I post updates, and I also do some polls every once in a while. But with that being said, that's going to be about it. See ya!